Okay, so I'm back. Sanjana, you were talking about the branding.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, I
Yes, sir.
completely agree with you, and that is why you see, from 1st January 2019, we started a campaign, One More Happy Smile.
Yes, sir.
Where,
I was following that, and that was really
so that has got us immense
helpful.
because
Yes, sir.
yeah, it's just a smile, just show their smile. And
Exactly. So because majority of the people who are branding on Instagram are putting up their before after cases only the uh, teeth photographs, and that is not actually something anybody would want to see. As an orthodontist, we can appreciate it, but otherwise,
no, it
how
doesn't
would
make
it
sense.
make any difference to the people? Yes.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. So if you're trying to show, you see a 30 seconds testimonial from a patient of the work that you have done, it will
Yeah.
work 100 times better than showing the complete case details. Who is
Right. Absolutely very true, sir.
the
Yeah.
patient can say, I
Because
lost my tooth. I lost my tooth. I came to Dr. Amish Mehta. He has the system in place, and my tooth was replaced in
and
3 hours.
back and then smiling, and that's done.
And smiling, and look.
Victory.
Okay.
Yes.
One of my
Sir,
select
and also
friends. Yeah.
I, sir, handle the marketing for Papa. So Cure Sites marketing is under me. And I
Wonderful.
have realized over the period of time that we spend lakhs of rupees on uh, print media, plus hoardings, plus radio.
Okay.
And all of those are just marketing, branding stuff. And if you really want footfalls, then none of this will work.
I know. I know. Just give me
Yes,
a
sir.
minute. Huh? I'll get my charger.
Yes, sir.
મારો લેપટોપનો ચાર્જર ભૂલી ગયો એટલે લઈ આવો ને સેશન ચાલુ છે જલ્દી આવો Okay, so can we get back to the presentation?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So now I will, good participation. We have 35 participants, so that's very great. I'm very happy. Okay, so I'll share the screen once again and we'll go to the account section. All right. So now, we have a couple of things here, which is known as accounts. I'm not going to spend much time on the accounts here. Accounts is something which probably your chartered accountant will do, but I will talk about the systems. Again, you see, you must have a system in place about the money that is to be collected, how it is collected, where it is deposited, how are you segregating. I would recommend all of you to, a book known as Profit First. Okay, Profit First. It's a very good book where he says that take aside 1% of the money that you collect every day and put it in another account. Okay, it is known as the compounding effect, of money. 1% of the money over 20 years, if you set aside every day, can you imagine how much money you would have in that account after 20 years? You will not have to work for the rest of your life. So that is one thing. So you can put a system, like say you can take 10% or 5% of whatever money that you get is for children's education. 2% goes for welfare. If you have a system which is automatically dividing that money accordingly, that can happen. Again, the ordering process. We usually order on phone and tell the dealer, kit mokli do, mokli do. How many times actually we have seen that you have received what you have ordered, whether the price that he has quoted is the same in the invoice. I have many examples to tell you where people have duped me money by overbilling. Okay, they overbill you. See, they will send you 10 invoices. Okay, and then they will send you one final ledger. Okay, so you pay off that ledger. What they will do is in the next ledger, they will take 2 invoices from the previous ledger, add it there, and then again give you a separate ledger that you have to pay this much money. You sometimes end up losing a lot of money. And I'm not saying this because I have experienced, I have heard this from many senior dentists. And I'm not trying to demean the dental trade here. They are excellent people. Without them, we cannot exist. But be careful. There are people who do this, who will send you invoices, handwritten invoices. They will staple. They will remove one. Sanjay, has it happened with you before?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir,
So,
even with this dental traders and even with dent care, this was there, and I had
yeah.
to give them a legal notice, and there
Yeah.
is a case running with me and dent care right now. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So, you see, the
So
ordering
he said that
process.
I have to pay them 1.5 lakh, and the only pending amount was 6,000. So yeah,
I have been
and
through with
then
dent
we
care, and let's not talk
yes, sir.
about dent care right now. Otherwise,
Right, sir.
yeah.
Very
So
bad.
very bad
Yeah.
experience. I too had a very bad
Yes, sir.
experience. So the
Yes, sir.
ordering process, and if you want to know about the ordering process, I will be sharing with you the documents of how do we order and how do we keep everything in track. The payable process. Now you see the payables, which is always brings a lot of tension on my head to everybody offers, because somehow we have always understood that whatever money that we earn is our money. We always defer payments to the traders. We always don't keep a track. Our outstanding increase. We plan a foreign trip without understanding that we have got 5 lakhs rupees outstanding to be paid to traders, and then we don't have that 5 lakhs anymore. So the payable process, and that report should come to you every week, that what is the payable. And when I'm saying the payable process, is not only what you have to pay. My brother came. Now please listen to this very carefully. My brother came, he audited our accounts for 15 days, and he found out that people owe me 57 lakhs. All right. So that is a kind of, I had no clue, because sometimes you see in a multi-chair practice, what happens is that the doctor works, the patient actually leaves without paying. The invoice is raised in our system. Everything is there. So all these 5,000, 10,000, 15,000 bills, they amounted over a period of time of 3 years to 57 lakhs. Now, can you imagine that? It can pay off a huge part of the loans that I have taken. So, but now that collection process, so that this process, as you can see, the next is invoicing and collections. So you must have a person who is sitting there and monitoring every day. We have a system. Every doctor who does the work, on the chair itself, the invoice is raised, and on the reception desk, the patient has to go and pay the invoice. But if the patient walks out without payment, what do you do? So now we are trying to introduce a protocol, so the doctor has to ensure that the patient has paid. Sometimes we tell the doctor to accompany the patient to the reception and tell कि भाई पैसा ही भरी दे, because the dishonesty level in our country, and believe me, the bigger the car, the bigger the crook he is, the patient. That is my experience. I don't know about you. Again, you must have templates for the accounts, and again, your accounting report must come to you of all these things at least once in a week. Accounting can come once in a week, it not come every day. The collection report and the outstanding report can come to you every week. Before you leave your practice, check what you earned today, which patient paid you money, which patient did not pay you money, and when is he likely to pay the money. That is very important. Keep a track of all this. Once you will do this for a month, it will become a lifetime practice and a habit for all of you. Now, the final topic that is today is the workforce that we are working with. Now, I know it's a very difficult time to hire people in dentistry, because there is no skilled labor available in dentistry. We are the only skilled people. And I have heard these days that many people actually employ dentists to do administrative work, assistant work. We have at any given point of time at least 2 to 3 BDS people who are either preparing for their NEET or are getting married and going abroad. They come and intern in our hospital and work for us. It's a fantastic opportunity. They are superb people. If you train them, they do amazing administrative work for you. So you must have a hiring process in place. You must have a robust process of hiring. You must know what kind of person you are looking for. I'm going to come later on how to find the person that you're looking for. Sometimes we, hire a donkey, and we don't realize that we got a donkey till he starts barking. So sometimes a cat gets in, sometimes a dog gets in, and with experience we realize કે ભાઈ આ માણસ બરાબર નથી આ કામ માટે. અને પછી માર્કેટમાં એવી હવા ફેલાઈ જાય કે ડોક્ટર અમીશ મહેતાના ત્યાં કામ થાય જ નહીં, કોઈ ટકતા જ નથી. So this happens with everybody because we have not followed the proper hiring process. Maintain, even if you have one staff, have a file, his Aadhaar card, his driving license, his address, his qualification, everything, his bank account details, his family member details, his personal details will be there in that file. It's a very important HR exercise. You must know your employee. Okay. And in that file itself, we have a review file, right? The moment he or she makes a mistake, it is written in that file. The moment he or she makes a work worth praising, it is written in the file. And just before Diwali, we open those files and we look at their performances. કારણ ઘણી વખતે see the staff is always on your head for bonus. And they will tell you, સાહેબ મારી salary વધારો. So we get that HR file. I call it the HR file, where every information is there. What mistakes he made on that one particular day, what mistakes he made on what good work he did, everything